Okay, ladies, I am back yet again, and this is my second attempt to do the labels video because the other video sounded good on my end, but again, when I uploaded it, it went all wacky. So I'm gonna try again. So pretty much, I did the video for the Hostess packets, and on certain pieces that I put into the Hostess packet, I put labels on them. I always have a universal information styles label on everything. And then based on what the piece of literature is, especially if it's for a hostess packet, I put an additional label just to make it easier for the hostess. And so I'm going to attach a template to this post in the GEMS group, and you can work off of that template. It's all set up. All you have to do is replace the verbiage with your own information, and you'll be all ready to go. So no reason to recreate the document or anything like that. Just save this on your desktop, which I save a lot of these templates just directly to my desktop, either in a folder or as individual files on my desktop, so I can just click and go through and just do everything all in one shot. Okay, so I buy big boxes, literally, not the sleeves, but boxes of like 1,000 labels at Staples when they're on sale. And I specifically buy the number 5160 from Avery, and then Staple has their own brand too. And it's the white labels that come 30 to a sheet. I use them for my address labels. I use them for these labels that I'm discussing right now. They're just so convenient, and you can just put a lot of wording in there and just slap them on everything. It just makes it that much easier. So as an example, when you do the full sheet, like you just go into Microsoft Word, if you have Microsoft Word for PC. I don't know if everybody uses the same for Mac. But you go to create your file, and you go under labels, like mailing, and you do labels. But I'm already creating the document, so you don't even have to do that. You just need to open my document that I send you and just change it. And it prints out a full sheet of 30. Depending on how much stuff you're giving your hostess, you may end up doing more. Like if it's a fundraiser, let's say, sometimes you end up doing lots of pieces of literature, like on postcards or whatever, to give to them, so they can just pass things out. And on this sheet, I put the name of the event, the address the event is happening at, and the date and time. And then I put the word "shop this link" in caps, and then I put the trunk show link. And that's it. That's all this is. And you literally slap this label on every single lookbook you give the hostess, every piece of paper. So if like you give them the trunk show exclusive promo, if you give the promo like for hostessing in the month of June, you earn an extra $50 if your show's 500 or more. Whatever it is, the stylist brochure, information about the company, I don't care what it is, even the order forms, you're going to slap this label on there. Because then there's no reason why she doesn't have the information related to her show. She knows the date, the time, she knows the link. So in case she gets caught off guard and needs to read it off to somebody, it is somewhere virtually on her pieces of information that you've given her in her hostess packet. And you print it off and you slap it on everything. So, I'll put it on the front of the stylist brochure. I'll put it on all the papers that I give to her. I'll put it on business cards, which is another stylist had said she did this, and I actually started to do it too. Because you only have so many booklets and so many lookbooks. So if you wanted, we have lots of business cards, and Vistaprint's like always selling them, like $250 for $10 or whatever. So you can just keep buying because they're definitely more cost effective. And you can actually slap the label on the back of here, and you hand out 10 or 20 of these. And they can just give it to people that they're inviting to their trunk show, or to people that know they're not going to come or make it, or don't plan to make it, but they want to order. All the information will be on the back of the card. It's small, it's compact, you give it, it's easy for the hostess to carry with her and give out to people because everything is on there. So it's literally this sheet of labels. I'm going to do another video related to another labeling that I do for invites, like paper invites on Stellan.stationery, and then also the mini lookbooks I do on a sheet of 6, because the labels come 6 to a sheet, and I put those on the back of the mini lookbooks as an invitation, or you can even put them on postcards if you get the Stella & Dot postcard. So I'll do a video on that. But what I was saying is, when you get my template file for the Microsoft Office for the Word, you're going to open it, and then you'll see very generic verbiage that says like Stella & Dot Trunk Show at 123 Stella Street in Philly, PA. You know, like, it's very generic. And what you want to do is highlight the existing verbiage a line at a time, and then you'll find a button called Replace, and you click on that button, and it gives you two boxes, one or two windows. One window is where you're going to put the highlighted verbiage from the existing label, and then in the new window you're going to put your information. So like, let's say my label says Stella & Dot Style Event. You're going to highlight that, and you're going to replace it with, you know, Brittany's Sassy Style with Sangria, or Brittany's Girls Night In with Bling, or whatever title you've given that event. And it will completely change the whole document. All 30 labels will be refreshed and changed to your title. Then you go to the next line and you highlight that, and you put that in the top window. It says Find, and you put that there, and then you replace with Brittany's address. You know, and it will literally just replace all the information in your label. It seems pretty self-explanatory and easy, but you'd be surprised. There are many people that are not that savvy in doing these labels and actually will hand type each and every one, or they'll actually do one window of the 30 and then they'll cut and paste that over and over and over, and not realize that they don't have to do that. All they have to do is go into the replace button, and it finds the existing verbiage and it replaces with the new verbiage that you assign it. So this is a great way for you to work off of it. That's why I'm saying you save the template, don't recreate it, and just have it ready, and then every time you have a new hostess, you just redo the verbiage each and every time, and you'll be fine and you're good to go. So that's how I do all of my labels. So I save one and I just work off of the same one and just keep replacing the verbiage each and every time. Okay, makes sense? So if you are still confused or you need help, please don't feel intimidated or scared to ask or feel silly, because it's not, because everybody has a different ability when it comes to doing these things. Some people are really good at it, and some people are like kind of so-so, and some have no idea. And I am all about helping you and setting you up for success and enabling you. I want to teach you how to do these things for yourself, so that going forward you can do it for yourself. So all my new stylists that have just signed on the last couple weeks, that are still in Jumpstart, I do not worry about asking me tens and thousands of questions, because I am here to help you out and set you up for success, and I will help with other situations when necessary. But eventually you will need to read into the company literature, or find out some other sources of information on your own. It's good for you to become autonomous and accountable and be able to do these things for yourself. But I will try my best to guide you and show you what I can show you. So please don't hesitate to ask me those questions. So that's this sheet of labels here. All right. So if you have any questions, comment in the Stella Gems group, and I will answer your questions when I can. Thanks.